Welcome back to The Hard Proof, to another episode of The Hard Proof.
Episode number 3.
How you guys doing?
Number 3. I'm good. I'm great.
What do you poured us a little something, right? What
I figured we should warm up with something.
Yeah, what are we drinking, old Benny boy?
We are drinking an absolute classic. We are drinking Russell's Reserve 10 Year.
Smells like a turkey.
That smells like a turkey.
That's a solid pour right there, folks. Hey,
One of the best $35 pours.
I'll agree with you on that.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Great gift for other people too. $35.
You just love giving gifts.
I do. I'm a gift giver.
Yeah, the lawman actually is a pretty good gift giver.
That book, The Giver, that was about the lawman.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with that.
I didn't read that book, so I wouldn't know.
That's not surprising. I'm going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Or the
Jack in the room?
Or the styrofoam statue sitting next to me. Unfortunately, JD can't be with us. For, I don't know.
You made that sound like he died.
I didn't say he wasn't with us anymore. He just can't be with us
with
right
us.
now.
Temporarily. He's actually he's been assigned some work out in the field.
Yeah, we're going to go with that.
I like to think he
That's
just got
very
tired
official.
of us after the second episode.
No, he's very much part of the show. Very much. He's actually just on assignment out in the field.
Yeah.
Literally.
But we've got our good friend Jack here.
Who doesn't know Jack?
But I assume he drinks it. We'll throw it to him every now and then. See
Yeah.
what he has to say. He might have something great to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
He could be a great co-host. He might replace JD. I don't know.
You know, I bet in post-production he'll have some great things to say.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Okay. Hey, you know what I got?
What do you have?
I got a wild card wondering. All right. Place yourself back in your childhood home. You're in the kitchen. Your mom just pulled out a big pan of brownies.
Okay.
Okay? Do you go for the middle piece or do you go for the edges?
Depends on what all the other siblings want.
Wow.
Really?
The selfless answer.
It's up to the siblings?
No, if they want the middle, you take the middle. If they want the side,
it's the opposite.
you got to divide and conquer. You
Okay.
got to take dominion over that brownie.
Okay.
See, when I was really young, it was always the middle pieces that I went for. But as I have
Well, 'cause
matured,
when you're little, you think there's more chocolate there.
yeah,
or
it's
something.
It's gooier. It's
Did you also want the edges of your PBJ cut?
no, God no.
Probably.
I actually would get really mad when people would do that because I always liked the crust.
I totally took you for a cut the crust off guy.
Wow, that says a lot.
I don't know what that
I
says.
thought,
It just-
I thought you
It's the
taught hierarchy.
snackable generation. It's just they can't.
No,
this
my
generation does
peanut
not
butter
know
and
crust.
jellies didn't come in a plastic wrap, vacuum sealed.
You're old enough to not have. What are those called?
Uncrustables.
Uncrustables. You know
I
what
said
they are.
No, I didn't do
snackables. I said
Uncrustables.
snackables, but
Uncrustables.
I'll self-edit like in real time. It's
I did like
Uncrustables.
Lunchables. The pizza Lunchables.
Well, we all grew up with Lunchables. Are old enough for me to have had Lunchables.
They're good fun.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I'm a corner piece guy.
Okay.
I like corner pieces.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. on
Unless
that.
it's like unless they're like overcooked.
Well, no,
then-
you got to cook the brown. That's why I'm saying your mom cooked them because she usually
Oh,
cooks
she
them
did it right.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
everyone we can cook.
So where is this going?
It's not going anywhere. That's all I got.
That was great wild card wondering.
Does Jack have anything?
Corner pieces.
Okay, great.
Wow, this segment of the show's really got legs. It's gonna it's gonna be quite
Episode
amazing.
3, we're really steamrolling right through it.
Hey, Benny, you got something else for us though, right? We got
Yeah.
another. What are we going to next?
I've got a great segment coming up next. Y'all have done shootouts before, right?
all day long.
Yeah.
Like blind shootouts.
Yeah.
Where you
We
don't
can
know
do
what
that too.
Where you don't know what the whiskey is.
Yeah, I am kind of did that for a while.
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 years. I've got a little I've got a rendition of that I figured we could.
So you're bringing it back, or are we going to bring it back with a twist?
Little twist?
Let's a little twist. Let's jump over to the bar and see what happens.
Okay.
All right, fellas.
Yo.
You've done blind shootouts before, but have you ever done a blind shoot out?
You just said the same thing twice.
That's what you think.
Oh,
I regularly discharge my firearm without looking.
you're not allowed to say that.
That
That can't be said.
we're gonna put that one on the chopping block. Mr. Lawman, I want you to take a good look at the bar right here,
Yes,
because what you shoot is what you're gonna get.
got it.
So
We're just pointing at the bar and shooting.
your
What
point,
bar
yeah.
Okay.
It's like the old movies.
And what happens when we hit something?
Whatever you hit, you are going to get poured blind, and that will be what you are drinking for the rest of the episode.
Got it.
So you're not going to see where
We
your
won't know
ball
what we
lands.
hit, but you will, and then you'll pour.
It's a classic case of you don't know what you get, I do.
Okay.
That's kind of how most of these things.
I feel like
And
I'm
we're shooting with the blindfolds on.
That's correct. So why don't you fellas go ahead and put your blindfolds on?
okay. feel like I'm at the fair.
I did, yeah.
Feel like summer camp?
No, this feels like I've just paid.
I feel like I'm getting ready to bob for apples.
I just paid $10 to fire
That's later in the
2
show.
shots. If I get a goldfish, I'm gonna hit you.
I put a goldfish in the bourbon.
That goldfish should be floating as a garnish.
Okay, I can't see.
Perfect. Then let's go ahead. We'll let you go first.
I don't have a weapon.
Here,
Where's my
hold
weapon?
on, hang tight. All right, you can check your holster again.
Oh, there's a weapon.
You got a weapon.
I don't know how to use it.
All right, it's locked and loaded. It's ready to roll. So
Okay.
point and pull the trigger. Let's hold on. Here, we're gonna get a nice wide shot so we can make sure that they see where it lands. All right, give me a fire.
You ready?
Yeah. All right.
Did it hit something?
It did.
Okay. Now.
That's gonna remain hidden for now.
Oh, okay. You took it off the shelf.
Took it off the shelf. I'll be pouring it for you. Don't worry. Let's get a reload.
Oh, I see how that works. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Fire your shot.
Oh,
Ooh, wow.
that was a direct hit.
All right. Oh God, he's got another. All right. You fellas shot your shots.
Yeah, we took him.
Did you feel good about them?
I don't know.
I heard a dead ringer when I pulled the trigger.
He did have a direct hit.
He had a direct hit, and
I'm not so sure I actually hit anything, but
You
I'll take
did.
your word for it.
you grazed something. Yeah. Why don't you both take a sip of what you got before we get into this next segment and give me some of your thoughts. See what your shooting finger
I don't think
picked
I did
out.
something bad.
No, mine smells delicious.
Cheers.
Yep.
You giving me weird faces.
I don't know what to think about mine.
Mine's great, but I'm trying to dial it in on what it is.
A little lost on what.
How does this work? Do we get questions? Like,
Yeah, fire a couple questions at me first.
is mine a rye?
Yours is not a rye.
Mine's not rye either. It's a corn.
Yours is not a rye. Yours does have corn in it, quite a bit.
Quite a bit of corn. Mine
And
is Kentucky based.
Yours is Kentucky based.
Yes.
Mine is not.
Yours is Kentucky based.
Mine is Buffalo Trace.
Yours is
Product.
not Buffalo Trace.
Really?
Mine is a Heaven
Really?
Hill product.
Yours is not a Heaven Hill product.
I thought I probably hit a benchmark top 4 is what I'm tasting.
Is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
Mine's above 100 proof.
Yours isn't anywhere near 100 proof.
Really?
Yeah, you're 10 points below 100 proof with that bad boy.
Really?
Maybe 8 points below.
Mine's a bottle and bond.
Yours is a bottled and bond.
What was that? 4 out of 5? That's pretty strong.
It's 4 out of 5.
Pretty strong from the lawman tonight.
JP's not looking quite as strong.
I'm not
If we're
feeling
keeping
this.
score, that's 4 out of 5. I don't know if you heard me say that 4 times, but
Apparently he's keeping score.
bottle and bond, Kentucky,
Bottled and bond, Kentucky.
heavy corn.
Heavy corn. In fact, lawman, I think you brought this bottle into the studio.
I did
Yeah,
recently.
relatively recently.
Ooh.
Is mine a celebrity whiskey?
Nope. Yours you've tasted many a time though.
I'm not ready to take a lifeline yet. I'm gonna. Can I phone a friend?
Maybe in a bit. Let's jump into another segment. You can keep stewing on. Well,
I'm gonna
JP
keep
already got
stewing.
through his, but
4 out
lawman,
of
you
5. I'm gonna keep stewing.
keep stewing. Being that we're many months into 2024, I thought it would be a great idea if we did some bourbon trivia about 2023.
Oh god, I'm never good at this. Okay, all right, let's try it.
I've got some interesting ones here though.
Okay.
Hit me.
The first one I'm pretty excited about. First question. What was the least expensive bourbon sold in 2023 per 750 milliliters?
Least expensive bourbon.
Ooh. That'd probably be benchmark.
Yeah, benchmark.
The standard benchmark. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
below $11.
Hang on.
99 cents.
It is below $11.99.
Bourbon. Oh, you said bourbon.
Yeah, this is a bourbon.
80 proof.
Yeah, it's around 80 proof.
Around 80 proof.
It's at 80 proof.
JTS Brown.
Not JTS Brown. In fact, I don't even believe this bourbon is sold in our state,
Great.
which makes
Great.
it a little
Have
tricky.
we- better.
Have we talked about before?
I don't know if I've ever heard you talk about it. You would know what it is, though.
Ooh. So it's...
Do we have a bottle of it?
We don't have a bottle
Okay.
of it. Maybe we need one, though.
Do I have a bottle of it in the private archive?
You might.
You probably do.
I have no
That's
idea.
I'm
No idea.
trying to think of something. Is it considered by our contemporaries as decent to sip on? Or at least a mix, a good mix?
I think our contemporaries would not turn it down. I'll give you a hint as to the name. Its name is made of 2 parts. One of them is a state. One of them is a color.
Interesting. Blue Kentucky.
You got half that right.
Kentucky Gold.
Kentucky Gold it is!
Kentucky Gold it is.
That's all there is to it.
All right, I got one.
All right.
Kentucky Gold. You can purchase per 7. I think they only sell it in liters and above.
I'm sure.
But if
Yeah.
you break it down per 750 milliliters, $6.
$6. God bless them.
We might have to
Alright.
get that on the show.
We're going to have to try it. Okay.
All right, let's flip the script though. What was
It's hard
the
work,
most?
but it's on it. Give me a second on that one.
You what?
You know the meme. I mean, like, give me. At the end of that, I'm gonna say, it's hard work, but it's honest work. $6.99 a liter. I mean, that's
Okay. All right.
You're not
Yeah,
making
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I see where you're
I'm
going
tracking.
now.
I
it's
got
hard.
you.
It's hard work, but it's honest
Okay, I
work.
got you.
Ain't
Yeah.
much, but it's honest work.
It ain't
Okay.
much. But, there you go.
There it is.
Hold on. Let me self-edit. Cut. Self-edit. It's honest. Feed me the line. Feed me the line.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
There you go.
Fair.
Let's flip it though.
Okay.
Kentucky
What was
Gold.
the most expensive bourbon per 750 milliliters? 2023.
Well, this is going to be something that sold at auction, right?
It doesn't include auctions, actually, the list I was pulling from,
Oh.
but it does include secondary.
No, secondary or just normal retail? What you would find on the top shelf at a store? What would be available to our listeners?
No,
to
I
most
think
people
he's
walking
actually
the-
considering secondary.
It includes it's secondary listings online are included. This is a compilation of listings of bourbons that have sold and have not sold across the line, and it averages out how much each bottle is worth.
I would say probably Pappy 25.
It's probably a Pappy, or it's probably something in the BTAC.
BTAC or Pappy 25. My initial thought before I had the chance to think about it was that weird bottle that Woodford put out a couple years ago that honestly I've never seen anybody buy it.
I know what you're talking about, and it
it's
was
like
on
a
the
weird
list.
decanter. It's on the list. I guarantee you, it's a weird decanter. It comes in a red box. It's like Louis V or some crap like that.
Editor put it right
and it's
here.
like retails for like $4,000 and.
Oh, watch out.
Retails for like $4,000, but I can imagine on secondary some idiots, some fools paying,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Big money.
$20,000
I
for it.
remember when they came out with that.
Yeah, it's a weird. Yeah, it's probably just normal. Like it's like the Derby bottle. It's just
probably
normal
just
Woodford.
Woodford.
Yeah,
Uh,
with like a cherry, you know, suspended in the middle of the barrel or something.
I'm gonna go with a William LaRue Weller.
Well,
Hold on, let me give you my guess. My guess would be. Isn't there a really hard to find Eagle Rare like 21 year?
there is an Eagle Rare 24 year, I believe.
24.
Yep.
It's and you never see it except on the scammers websites like
That was third on the list.
That was
popular third. We're up
Third.
to 3. So
Okay,
on
so then it's not my answer.
so it's like all those populated targeted ads that everybody gets on Facebook where you almost think you got the greatest deal ever and then you realize it's a scam. So don't put your credit card in the
Don't put your credit
On the
card in the
link, so-
Instagram DMs.
yeah. So don't do that. But you see pictures and it's like an Eagle Rare 24 year that nobody's ever saw in their life.
So
It's
that
like a
was
unicorn.
third. So it's
Third.
2 above that.
2 above that. Mr. Lawman, your first inclination was actually correct, which would make you just about 5 for 6 today. The most expensive bourbon per 750 milliliters in 2023, of course, is Old Rip Van Winkle 25 year.
25. Pappy
Hey.
25.
Here's the fun part, though. How much do you think on average they went for?
$35,000 a bottle. That's my gut reaction on the secondary.
27,000.
This is like the Price is Right. Do I lose if I went too high?
JP, you're going to have to double that. $52,548 was the average
Thank
for
you,
Old
Bob
Rip Van
Barker.
Winkle.
Give me a moment to run down to the front. I won that one again.
That's
I'm on a roll.
That's just sad.
I'm
That's
on a
just
roll.
really sad.
That's a down payment. That's a down payment in
Yeah,
the first
but
couple months mortgage.
I risk saying something here and completely embarrassing myself, like episode whatever that was, 2 or 1 that we did.
yeah.
Because you guys are just going to come back at me with supply and demand, some sort of crap.
We
like
love
that.
supply.
This is not supply and demand like when you pay $50,000 for a bottle. It's like me getting rid of a $2 bill. I mean, it's not a big deal, but for somebody that's dropping $50,000, they're not in our tax bracket.
I know, but they're the problem.
They're not the demographic.
They're also
They're
not
not the
buying it.
demographic.
They're also not buying it off of Facebook, marketplace either. I mean, they're like, or a Facebook page or a club. They're like going straight to like buying it off the back, loading dock of
All right.
All right,
distributor.
let's get money out of our heads though.
Not my tax bracket.
Let's get money out of our heads.
All
Let's talk number of whiskeys released. Let's talk about how many notable whiskeys were released in 2023.
come on,
Now
what's a notable whiskey?
okay, so every craft on earth
was
has
wet.
every little, slip and turn.
Brown-
and,
it
they
was-
put out this whiskey, that.
It's brown
This
and
is
it's wet.
Notable radar releases. These are, releases that you would have gotten an email about from a press release, or you
And
would
are
have
we-
seen, Breaking
What
Bourbon
is? How
on
broad is the
Instagram.
scope here? Is this like whiskeys meaning Irish whiskeys and
Whiskeys released, in the States. It can
In the
include,
States.
Yeah.
U.S. whiskey.
so
US
it would include
whiskeys.
Irish whiskeys and all the other Canadian whiskeys and
Not Irish.
Not Irish. This is like
US.
U.S.
domestic whiskeys.
domestic whiskeys.
Domestic. That's it's important to note that. My guess is about 5,000.
Whoa.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, my guess is about 5,000 unique bottles. Or are we talking about like the original source, or people that file a label with the?
No, not filing labels. Like actually releasing a bottle.
Yeah, releasing a bottle. This isn't like, backyard mom and pop, the 40th version of X. This is like notable like releases.
And therefore a distillery like a Buffalo Trace could release. They probably release 80 different individual types of products
I'm
every
gonna let
year.
him go with that.
Yeah, you let him run with that.
42.
42.
Yes.
But no, I'm asking. That was a question, not a statement. Are we talking about? You're talking about individual releases. Therefore, a distillery that has like 4 different bottles. That's 4, not 1.
Yeah,
Correct.
but for something like Buffalo Trace, Benchmark isn't a notable 2023 release because that's been
That's what I'm trying to get
line.
at. That's what I'm trying to qualify.
Like a new release.
yes.
Okay, I
New
was
whiskey
thinking
hits
about individual, unique releases every year.
I stick by 42.
42. Do you want to make any adjustments, Lawman?
Yeah, I was going for the full inventory list of unique bottles being released. I think for unique releases, I would say about 250.
Lawman 6 for 7. He is closer on this one. The number of unique whiskeys released in 2023. This information came per Breaking Bourbon's release calendar, which I hand counted because they didn't put the number at the top. So you can thank me for that later.
Thank you.
338 unique.
I was a little
notable
low. I was a little bit more
releases.
conservative
I
on
suck
that.
at this stuff.
But yeah, I can't apologize for this. I come by it honestly.
I'm not asking you to
I do what I
apologize.
do.
I'm asking for myself to do better.
Nothing makes me feel better about taking it easy on the whiskey chase than seeing that stat, though, because the idea of keeping up, you would have to buy a new bottle almost every day. If you were deep in it and it's like, oh, Chattanooga's coming out
And
with a
you're
new one.
trying to chase
Oh,
every notable
Blanton's.
release.
Oh, a new Barton product, a new Green River product. Like it's
But a lot of guys go broke doing it because of the fear of missing out. That FOMO will get you, man.
yeah.
Wow. All right.
All right, last question before we get back to revealing what you've been sipping on.
Winner takes all, right?
Winner takes all.
Okay.
Yeah. Winner,
Okay.
winner takes all on the bottle guess on what you shot.
Bottle
Oh,
guess.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll add some brownie points with this one though. What was internationally the top selling whiskey brand of 2023?
Internationally,
Top selling whiskey brand.
top selling whiskey brand. I could give you the top 3.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels is in the top 3, but I think it would be Makers and Jim Beam.
Mr. Lawman, that's 7 for 8. The
Oh my
number one
gosh!
internationally top selling whiskey brand of 2023 for their 5th year is Maker's Mark.
Wow.
I cannot deny this greatness here. It's just it just comes
Can
naturally.
we cut the commercial?
It just
before
comes naturally.
I can't do this anymore.
I won't apologize. All I can do is here I stand. I stand here. I can do no other.
All right. Well, if winner takes all with what we drank, I'm gonna lose because I have no idea. 92 proof.
Yeah, right. I think it's 92 proof.
And I've
Between
narrowed
99.
it down that I have a bottle and bond. It's heavy corn
From Kentucky.
from Kentucky, and it's not Buffalo Trace.
Correct.
and it's something I brought in recently.
Correct.
Ooh, that's tough. So I'm just drawing a blank. I know this. I'm just drawing a blank.
Fire off a couple more distillery guesses from each of you.
How about you throw out 4 and I'll guess the right
Is
one?
mine a Jim Beam?
No.
How about you throw out 4 Kentucky distilleries and I guarantee
you want multiple choice now?
And I will guarantee you I'll pick the right one.
Okay. You already figured out it's not Buffalo Trace.
It's not Buffalo Trace.
All right. Heaven Hill, Green River, Barton, and there's your 3. Because by the time I would have thought of a 4th, you would have known that I was BSing. Green River, Heaven Hill, Barton.
It's Heaven Hill.
It's not Heaven Hill.
Oh.
Well, the Green River I brought in recently was a weeded bourbon.
It's not that either.
So it's the other one. It's Barton. I have no
idea.
All right.
I know
what was it?
We'll get to your, JP. Yours
Okay.
is going to kill me.
It's not, but is it the Whistle Pig?
No,
Okay.
it's not.
I have no idea. I'm so out of practice with this. It's embarrassing.
You're drinking Old Reliable. You're drinking Eagle Rare.
Oh, well, that explains why I didn't enjoy it that much.
You're not an Eagle Rare
I'm
fan?
not an Eagle Rare fan.
Guys, we apologize for this gentleman. Am I right?
I shot at that bar and I hit Eagle Rare.
It dipped up and went right down.
Out of every bottle on those
It was a
shelves,
dipper.
I hit Eagle Rare.
It dipped up and went back down.
That's like my least favorite Buffalo Trace product. How does that happen?
It's your trigger finger's favorite.
Man.
I could see if you guys standard Eagle Rare, like I could see how you could, it would throw you for a loop on trying to nail down exactly what it is.
It's just whatever.
All right, Mr. Lawman. Between those 3 picks, you picked the 2 wrong ones, which means your juice is coming from Barton. Which means you are drinking the Barton 1792 Bottled in Bond. It's a single barrel.
And that explains why you got a direct hit, because that 1792 bottle is
short and
like
fat.
Flat towards the
Short and
shooting
fat, like
range.
I like my bourbon bottles. Short
This
and
is
fat.
the Rocco Wine and Spirits single barrel.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly, I cannot believe I've just been drawing a blank. It's been a long day. I'm drawing a blank. That is a great pour, though.
You're telling
For
me
anybody
I-
that's never had 1792, try their Bottle and Bond. It's the one with the yellow label. It's great.
It's the best of the bunch.
It is. I think for the money and honestly the juice, it's the best out of all the lineup of 1792.
All right, well, I did horrible today.
That's all right. Did you have fun?
Yeah,
You
and
did have
I
fun.
suppose it's episode 3, so I've got plenty of time to redeem myself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ideally.
All right, well, JD, so glad you could join us today.
Thanks, JD. Hey,
Thanks,
you were a
JD.
little quiet, but hey,
I think
it's
you
fine.
pissed him off.
He might be mad at me. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, it happens.
Yeah, well, hey, maybe next time, JD, you speak up a little bit more and participate. This is a participate. Self-edit. This is a participate. I'm trying to say.
Participatory?
Third
This
try.
is a participatory.
A participatory.
Participatory.
Precipitatory.
Yeah.
I say, son. I say.
I say it now, boy. Participatory. No, this is not a spectator sport, man. You got to get involved next time, JD.
He'll open up. He'll
open
he's
up.
just got to get
Yeah.
used to it.
He's a little shy.
It's fine.
It's got to, yeah.
He's not wearing black. It's different for him.
It is a little different for him. He's a
little
little skittish. It's fine.
Hey, make sure you follow us at all of our social channels at The Hard Proof and thehardproof.com.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button,
You heard it.
like you said. I don't have anything left, but till next time,
Till next time.
cheers.
Yeah, bottoms up.